Okay, everybody, take number 2. Welcome. It's time for another daily video, and just to let everyone know, I am in sunny Los Angeles, California. We are traveling here, and so I am on my laptop computer, so it's not going to be as fancy. I normally don't travel with my pen pad, although I am seriously considering changing that or buying a second one, so I'll have a pen with me at all times. I've just gotten so used to drawing with it that now that I have to use a mouse, it's very awkward. But here we're looking at actually a backup data. Just so you know what we're looking at here, the plus sign means that we're only looking at FXCM data, and FXCM is the data that comes with Ensign. It's the free data feed. They are a large broker, so I feel confident in using their prices. I think it's representative of a good deal of the trading. Having said all that, as I was coming in and looking at the market here, you can see that the pound over the last hour has managed to push its way down. We are well into the Asian session, and you can see that they've poked this down on the bottom. Normally speaking, if I would, I'll say it this way: if I would have had looked at this earlier, this would have been a normal autopilot trade for me. I don't feel comfortable looking at a trade like this and then just automatically putting a short position on for a couple of reasons. Number one, I know that because I'm seeing this pushing down already, my mental processes, I will be looking for or trying to fit the market into a position where it's going down. In other words, what you've got to be careful of, and this ties into what we're going to be talking about at the live event, what you've got to be careful of is that you don't put your expectations on the market. In other words, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. And the worst thing that we can do as traders is to look at something like this, see that it's poked out the bottom, all of a sudden say, man, the market's going down, I've got to get short. So we've already made the decision, I've got to get short. We've already made the decision, the market's going down. So what our brain will do is immediately go out and find all of the evidence that points to the market going down. One way to avoid this would be to literally take out a piece of paper, and in sales, we call this the Ben Franklin close. But basically what you're doing is you're putting all of the items that are for and all of the items that are against. Okay? So you would list these out. And again, this is another element of what I'm going to be talking about at the live event. Different strategies to enable you to trade at these professional levels. And so what you'll do is you'll list them all out. So you might have 3, 4. So this would be short. Oops. I told you the pen is a beautiful thing. Okay, so this would be reasons for shorting, reasons against shorting. So you might list them all out here, and then you'd list all the reasons against. And my suggestion would be, if you find that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other, that you just don't take the trade. I would even suggest one side has to win by 2. So you would have to have 7 over here in order to take a short trade. If you had 6 on one side and 7 on the other, that's not enough. Okay? Again, it's another method of making sure that you're following your system. Okay, so having said all that, because I wasn't looking at this, it's actually a little bit late. I would just as soon pass on the trade. Remember, in trading, it's definitely the trades you pass up on that will tend to make you money. Now, having said all of that, here's what you've got to watch out for. I'm not going to be up and watching this on the London session since I'm way over in Los Angeles. If I was on the other coast, then I might actually get up a little bit early to watch the London session. But my suggestion would be that you wait for the market to poke down. Whoops, I thought that was going to be something different. There we go. You wait for the market to poke down. The area that you're going to be concerned with, look at this. You've got a logical point back there. You've got a logical point that runs in here. Now, how did I get the bottom line? Got the bottom line with this high, and I just ran it through here. I got this one from that high over here. There's a bump right there, and a bump right there, and a bump right there. So I would wait for the market to push down into this support zone. Erase the lines now. And then pop its way back up into a little dipper before I was looking to go short. Okay, because it's got to clear all of these support levels before it's really going to start moving down. And if we zoom out even more, let me actually go up to a 4-hour bar. If we zoom out a little bit more, and I put the cursor across here, you can see that the market is hesitating right in this prior area of support. Okay, so we've got the triple top over here, we've got some consolidation over here, and a bunch of consolidation over there. Okay, this is exactly what we've been looking for, but remember, we've got to be intelligent, we've got to be prudent, we've got to be cautious about these trades, and we've got to look to put on the highest probability trades that we can. So the short side, not too excited about that. Long trade, however, is a little bit better, I think, but we've got to wait for the market to confirm. Remember last week I was talking about going long. If the market got up here to 440, it couldn't do it. Non-farm payroll came out, a little bit bearish for the dollar, so you saw the pound scoot up. I think there's a building resistance level up here, so I'm not comfortable in just taking a raw long trade either. I think if the market does manage to run, we're headed right back up to 650, so I'm not all that concerned with if I give up 75, 80, or even 100 pips, because I'm looking at the market breaking out for 175 or 180 or more. So there you go, a mixed picture really. Plus, I'm coming in this a little bit late, so in the interest of prudence, I'm passing on the trade at this point.